Ba-ba-dum, bam-ba-dum, 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 bam. Oh, model appear. Now. There we go. Hi. Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a good time. What is that happened a bit? Quiet? It's not really something I like to do. It's not something I entirely like to do. It's just I've been having trouble sleeping. It's summertime, so I'm gonna have allergies running rampant the entire time. And that would also mean that I'm not sleeping very well at the same time. Which is unfortunate, but hey, whatever. Whatever shall I do, right? In any case, let's go back to LIMBUS Company. Wait, this is set in LIMBUS Company, right? Yes, okay, good. Oh, LIMBUS Company is over here though, not over here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Right, there we go. Let's keep going. Not that I've heard this song. How is that an encoding issue? OBS, what are you yapping on about? It's LIMBUS Company. It's a fucking phone game. There's no encoding issues here. Fuck off. Hey, at least my VTube studio works now properly. Who would have guessed that? Uh, 12th of June. That's not today. Good. That is one of the days I'm streaming though, isn't it? No, streaming Deltarune that game that day. So I've been doing a little bit, as you can see here. I've been leveling her up as much as humanly possible without spending that 50 instant 51, because we all know Walpurgisnacht is coming soon. Have I done? No, I haven't. Okay. Let me do that real quick because it's important. Wanna keep up with the battle pass XP, clear any stages. Did it reset? When does the mirror dungeon reset? I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting when mirror dungeon resets. There's probably also a better entity that I could use. There's probably a better entity that I could use. Oh well. So I have been, if you're wondering what I have been doing, I've been writing a lot recently. Neutral is not the best, but nothing I can't do either. I've been writing a lot recently because, you know, writing is fun. And I have to be honest, it's been a blast, writing again. But I definitely need to improve my English, because my English sometimes can be a bit awkward. And it has to do with the fact that my English, that's my third language. And if you want to know, I currently am learning my fourth, so it's a fucking mess. Hopefully she doesn't run away. Nice. Good job, Faust. Good shit. Wow, that didn't kill. How many launchers do you have? 2? Oh wow, 2 princesses? That's not gonna end well for you. Told you. Well, that was only 1 princess. Okay, we got 3 launcher. That means the new Ishii can now go and do her strongest attack. If she ever had it. Of course she doesn't get it. It's so weird having enemies have deficits on head rolls, but they don't have any sanity. Dude, Rhino is so funny because when the Rhino kills like an entity or something, it yeets it across the room, right? Every single time. Sometimes when I'm doing Mirror Dungeon and oi, rude. And sometimes when I'm in the Mirror Dungeon, that exact thing happens, right? And he just yeets the entity across the entire fucking room. Almost ends up in the next scene, you know? Yep. That's what Faust does. Faust fucking melts people. I think our reindeer boy though did the most damage this time around. Like legitimately our reindeer boy did the most damage now. No, it was Faust. By quite a bit actually. Who is it? Oh, the fox is so annoying. I don't want to fight the fox. I'm gonna grab my daily bonuses. I don't care if this is not efficient. There we go. I'm getting there. I'm gonna get the full battle pass in a bit. It's basically all I need is another mirror dungeon week. And then I hit 120 probably. But now, yield my flesh to claim my bones. Teacup. But first we have some mini stuff to do. Malkuth is a fixed announcer here? The fuck is happening in this one here? That Malkuth is a fixed announcer. Oh, everybody's level 40, huh? Yeah, everybody's put to level 40. Okay. Oh. Okay. Why 5? Because it's 5 people in a department? This is green lights blinding our eyes and loud alarms rupturing our eardrums. I've gotten used to it by now. Ugh. I've been wrestled from my refuge of sleep once again. Thanks to the alarm, the sinners began waking up one by one from their naps. Walpurgis Nacht has descended once again, and soon it will again! Even amidst the chaos, Faust remained calm as ever. She walked up to the helm and shut off the alarm. Already? I thought that was supposed to be a really rare occurrence. Yes, it is a rare occurrence, but its frequency is not something we can reliably predict. Oh, guess going back to sleep's out of the question now, so is there a chance that it goes off next week too? Possibility is there yet, but I don't believe that to happen so soon. It takes some time for Mephistopheles' engines to resonate. Ah. Faust, who was busily interfacing with the device while answering Rodia's question, came to a sudden stop. What's up? Is there something wrong?
아닙니다. 예상 가능한 변동 중에 한 종류일 뿐입니다.
No, everything's under control. This is within the predictable range of variables for such volatility. Volatility. There we go.
다만 단테를
English
포함한
사디오.
수감자들에게는 새로운 환경이라 잠시 어떤 설명이 필요할지 고민한 것이지요.
I paused to contemplate how I should explain this to you and the rest of the sinners, Dante, considering this will be a new environment for you, that is. New environment? I looked at her curiously, but I did not voice my concerns. She was already walking towards the back door. Faust was not going to answer my questions anyway.
가장 좋은 설명은 직접 확인하는 것이겠지요.
The picture is worth 1,000 words. In this case, a first-hand experience. Yep, knew it.
의미 없는 지루한 일상이 다시 한번 꿈틀거리는군.
But thus, 100-day lives are spruced up once again.
얼마 전까지 이 안을 꾸미겠다고 난리법석을 쳤는데.
Yeah, I'm gonna bother Rosetta because it's fun. Sorry, I gotta bother Rosetta whenever I can. It's non-negotiable. You know, it wasn't too long ago where you were scurrying all over the cabins and placing weird decorations everywhere. Don't tell me you're already tired of it.
기념할 만큼 기념했다고 생각하네.
Forsooth, I believe we had more than enough celebration for that occasion.
앞장서시죠.
Dante, please lead the way. The board soon seemed to find this new possibility of an adventure somewhat exciting. They slowly got up on their seats with enthusiasm. Medicine is falling apart. I need new medicine.
이번 변동은 던전이 있는 곳에서 일어났습니다.
Dante, the door in which this volatility occurred is in the direction of the dungeons. Oh, so we gotta head towards my room.
네. 직접 열어주시면
Yes, please open the door. You did say something about the corridors changing depending on who opened the door. I walked across the corridor, trying to recall what Faust once told me.
정말 다행히도 이번엔 저 입장 금지 구역으로 가진 않네요.
Nice, we're not going to the restricted zone this time.
어떤 바보들이 멋대로 들어가서 별 쓸데없는 고생을 했었는데.
Like the other time where we had to, while off duty, jump to rescue some dumbasses who decided to saunter in there despite the repeated warnings.
앞으로는 진짜 안 한다고.
Oh, I won't do it again, alright?
두 번이나 어긴 자가 하는 말은 설득력이 떨어진다고 보지 않나.
You've gone against the warnings twice already. You're far from the most trustworthy sinners among us.
동감이네요.
Agreed.
본인은 한 번뿐이긴 하네.
I've done it only once in case they all weren't aware.
넌 다물어 임마.
Shut it, you. Starting to enjoy this raucousness amongst the sinners. Hoping that this camaraderie would last long time, I turned the handle and opened the door. Oh, that door. Right, the door had transformed into an oddly familiar shape. This looks like one of those doors we saw back at one of the lobotomy branches.
정확히 일치합니다.
It is identical.
형상이 여러 겹친 것처럼 보인다는 점이 다소 상이하나.
Isn't this Progressnacht also like supposed to be alcohol? Which means, listen. I did say already. I want the magical girls. Different shapes overlapping over the door, but all of them are the same design.
제대로 보셨군요. 형상이 중첩되어 보이는
I want Gregor
바프로기스
as Queen of Hatred. Okay.
경쟁이라고 할 수 있겠네요.
Listen. It will be peak, okay? Correct, the overlapping shapes are more clear evidence that Walpurgisnacht has returned. Opening now. The door opened and another corridor appeared in front of us.
로보토미 지부.
So this is a lobotomy corp branch, isn't it? The longer I look at it, the more familiar it becomes. This place definitely looks a lot like those lobotomy corp branches we've been to.
야, 똑똑이. 이런 식으로 로보토미 지부를 찾아 들어올 수 있으면 우리는 왜 버스를 타고 개고생하면서 찾아다니는 거냐?
Oi, smartass. If you could just pop a door leading straight into one of the branches, why are we doing this tour business? Tour bus business. Ain't we wasting time and effort out there?
정정해야 할 부분이 하나가 아니니까 거꾸로 돌아가며 대답하죠.
There's a number of inaccuracies in your statement that must be corrected. I will tackle them in reverse order of the presentation.
우선 발푸르기스의 밤은 저도 예측할 수 없는 현상입니다.
But first, Walpurgisnacht is an unpredictable event that not even I could predict.
그걸 통해서 작전을 펼친다는 발상 자체가 정신 빠진 소리라는 말이 되겠지.
To plan our entire operation on such an unstable element would be a plan most foolish.
그것도 그렇네.
Suppose that's true.
생각을 조금 더 해보고 말하는 건 어떨까, 히스?
Yeah, Heath, let's try to think a little before we speak, okay? Everybody fucking plowing on the Heathcliff. Oh. No, I chose my words correctly. Fuck you. Heathcliff scowled at Rodia's remark, but soon grew dejected once he noticed that the other students were nodding in agreement.
뭐 가능성까지 부정하진 않겠습니다만.
Well, I won't completely deny the possibility of pursuing that method.
그리고 이곳은 저희가 찾아다니던 도시 어딘가 있는 로보토미 지부의 공간이 아닙니다. 그저
However, I must clarify that this is not a real lobotomy corp branch of the city, merely a result of a Walpurgisnacht mutation of the corridor.
현재 존재하는 지부의 황금가지를 수복해야 하는 저희의 업무와 관련된 공간은 아니라고 할 수 있겠죠.
Therefore, I can say with quite certainty that this does not align with our current mission, which is to receive the golden bough from the branches existing in our current reality.
알아들었다고. 헛소리해서 미안하다고 하면 그만할 거냐?
Right. Will you stop with your lectures when I apologize for speaking without thinking?
가능성을 부정하진 않는다고 했습니다. 그리고
As I have previously said, I won't completely deny the possibility of pursuing the method. Besides,
아직 더 남았습니다.
there's more inaccuracies to be addressed. More? Didn't think there was anything for her to correct, but first clearly seemed to think that there was another critical error in Heathcliff's statement. Without even flinching and wearing a serious expression, she looked into the distance.
이곳은 지부가 아닙니다.
This is not one of the lobotomy corp branches. Post muttered. Not one of them? So this isn't a lobotomy corp facility?
지부가 아니라 과거 어느 시점과 가능성에 로보톰이 본사라는 것입니다.
This is not a branch. We are in lobotomy corp headquarters of the past. It's a point in time in the branch of possibility uncertain.
그럼
So
여기가
this is
부러진 날개가 되었다는.
the broken wing.
네, 이곳은
Hey, the music!
과거의 지휘팀이
The music from our co-op. Oh my god, that makes me so nostalgic for the game. I kind of want to play it again. I might play it again. Indeed, we find ourselves in control team hallway of the former Al-Cop headquarters. I can sense the rising apprehension amongst the sinner. So this is where it happened. I don't remember it since it happened before my amnesia, but everyone in the city knows about the incident. The source of the blinding light that enveloped the city for 4 days, which then sunk everyone into utter darkness for the next. But Faust appears unaffected by the general air of anxiety of those around her. Instead, she continues to look off into the distance, away from the sinners. Maybe it's because she doesn't care, or maybe that she already knows. What she already knows doesn't faze her. Are you waiting for something, Faust?
네, 변동에 관한 정보는 이게 끝이 아니었으니까요.
I am. there's more to this volatility than the volatility phenomena we have experienced in the past.
아마도 곧
Soon it will. Before Faust finished, the lights in the corridor suddenly switched colors.
시작되었군요.
Yeah, it's begun.
이게 무엇인가? 설마 말로만 듣던 기지 매몰?
What treachery is this? Is this what they call a side burial?
그 정도의 사건은 이것과 다른 경보가 울립니다.
Different siren would play in an event of a magnitude requiring that level of response that had occurred.
아니, 그럼 뭔데? 이 빨간 불빛. 난 제법 불쾌하거든.
It's just a level 1 warning, guys. Chill. Then what the hell is this? I'm really not looking for liking the look of that red light.
옵니다. 정면.
They're here, ahead. I followed the tip of Faust's finger, to which pointed towards the same direction she's been looking at this entire time. Steam of unknown origin began to coalesce there. Is that a machine? A bizarre machine of sorts appeared there.
시련입니다. 색은 높이.
Dawn! Okay.
여명.
This is an ordeal. Color green. Time dawn.
정원.
All units.
말 안 해도 알겠다고. 저 보철덩어리. 살벌한 술래면서 이쪽으로
Don't you need to
보잖아.
spell out fast? That menacing pile of scrap is coming this way. Everyone seemed to know that something was going to happen. They prepared for battle, warily eyeing the mysterious machine.
저것도 환상체냐?
Is that an abnormality too? No, wait. It feels more like a Picatulu? Okay, what is that? Why am I learning English in... Oh my god, fucking hell, dude. Is that an English word? And instinctively blurred out an immediate sense they gave up and looked at Faust. She'll know what to say. Instead of giving me an answer, however, Faust brandished its hand and stepped forward.
우선 저것을 처리하도록 하죠. 단테, 인격패를 준비해 주세요.
Alright. Let's first suppress the entities. Don't prepare for identity cards. Prepare the identity cards. All already decided, princess. No, wait, you're the wrong. Sweepers? No, these are not sweepers. These are oh god, what they called?
시간 끌 것 없이
I forgot the name. They're called doubt. It's said in the very beginning. Oh, this Valkov is not done her oppressive. Has not done her oppression yet. You can tell she's bloodthirsty.
이제 깨우치시게.
아까의 공격으로 인해서 대상에게 많은 피해를 입혔어. 적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지. 끝을 내도 될 것 같아.
이야,
Come on.
막아내지 못할.
Wait, what is that buff that I got?
이제 깨우치시게.
Faust again.
내 피분수.
Oh, you're dead. Almost.
방금 했던 공격은 매우 효과적이었어.
깨우치시게.
하지만 아직 부족해. 다음 공격은
How
더
did you get
잘할
here?
수 있도록.
Oh, she's the captain. She gets more shit. Oh, that's funny as fuck. Oh, that's really funny that they added that. This should be enough. Go. God. Yep. Faust is too fast. Oh no. She doesn't have 3 launches, so it doesn't hurt that much. She's much better when she has in mirror dungeons, I'll be honest. Like, Ishi in mirror dungeons is amazing. Because you can put so much stacks on people. And she really starts popping off.
잘 됐다.
Yeah,
시간
good.
끌 것 없이
Good enough on me.
모조리 지금은 좋았다.
Why are there so many fucking guys here though? Why so many doubts here? Markov, what have you been doing?
아까의 공격으로 인해서 대상에게 많은 피해를 입혔어. 적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지. 끝을 내도 될 것 같아.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워버리지.
Thank you for connecting me back to my chat rooms to Twitch. Nice.
조용히.
Time limit? What do you mean by time limit? Eventually we managed to reduce the machines to a pile of scrap metal.
그래서 파우스트 씨, 이 고생을 하면서 저걸 처리한 이유가 있겠지?
Frau Faust, there's gotta be a reason we decided to stand our ground and fight instead of shutting the door on them, right?
네. 저희에게 돌아올 보상의 효율이 높으니까요.
Yes, we stand to gain more rewards by fighting them instead of by fleeing.
보상?
Reward? Gregor repeated, clearly expecting her to elaborate, but Faust ignored his gesture and instead began to observe the walls and items around her.
이것들은 결국 무엇이었던 것인가?
What were the natures of these entities? Yiseng stood next to Faust and began to muse alongside her.
한때 본사에서 출몰했던 환상체와 흡사하면서도 또 다른 존재. 로보토미 본사에서는 이런 괴물들을 시련이라 호칭했습니다.
These are entities that used to appear in Lobotomy Corp headquarters. Entities similar to, yet different from abnormalities. Lobotomy Corp headquarters used to call them ordeals.
시련. 그런가? 여기는 환상체 격리실이 아니라 복도인데도
Ordeals, I see.
격리실처럼 쓰였나 봐.
Then was this corridor, which is evidently not a containment unit, also utilized to contain certain entities as well?
이 괴물들은 특정 시기에 갑작스럽게 나타나는 성질을 갖고 있었습니다.
These monsters have a tendency to spontaneously appear during certain periods. Monsters? Like monsters on the of the outskirts?
그렇게 보일 수도. 정확한 의미에서는 아닐 수도요. 언젠가 알게 될 것이라고 말씀드릴 수밖에 없겠네요, 탱탱.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it. However, that comparison may grow increasingly inaccurate as we delve further into technicalities. All I can share to you is that you will eventually come to know more of it, Dante. Like the nocturnal march of 100 demons. I like it.
미리 말씀드립니다만, 탱탱.
Oh, Dante, there's something I must inform you. Oh, yeah?
앞으로의 변동에서 이 시련이나 그에 준하는 상황이 발생할 확률은 높을 것입니다.
There's a high chance of these ordeals or encounters of similar intensity appearing from these volatilities.
그때마다 도전하는 것을 권장해드리고 싶네요.
I recommend challenging every occurrence of these encounters. We cannot deal with a midnight. You guys are not ready for midnight. So she says, guys. I really don't like this lighting.
오히려 좋네. 심심할 일도 없고 전투 훈련도 되지 않겠는가?
I welcome thy proposition. It is two birds with one stone indeed. Maybe find entertainment as we train ourselves to be better. Except for Faust and Yiseng, who were quietly exchanging their observations, each sinner began rudely sharing their impressions. Well, I guess that's more reasonable proposition than let's just doze off in the bus until we find land. Hopeful Faust or Yiseng will one day find the time to explain their findings to me. Right, I have to get moving. I approach the sinners to get us going. Ba 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 ba.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
Will you enter back to the bus? I will indeed enter back to the bus.
위험, 위험. 땅이 가까워지고
Warning,
있어.
warning, land ahoy. Karon, who had been quietly holding the helm for a while, suddenly spoke up. As if on cue, everyone in the cabin simultaneously jumped up from their seats. The crew's joy at the end of this long journey was palpable.
드디어 끝난 거야.
Finally, is it over?
눈물이 날 것만 같구려.
Might as well with tears of relief.
이제 어디 놀러 간다고 할 때 배 같은 건 무조건 배제해야겠어. 평생 타는
If they ever let us go on vacation, remind me to preclude any seafaring options. I think I had enough Great Lake for one lifetime. Some sinners begin to visibly relax in their reservation that the long lake voyage has finally come to an end. Others rush to the windows as if they were expecting anything to have changed while they were away from the shores.
얼마나 오래 있었다고 이러는 건지. 저 때는요. 일단 배에 오르면 3년은
You guys are being so overdramatic. Back in my sailor's days, setting sail in the Great Lake meant that you had to spend.
그 얘기 호수에 떠 있는 동안 수십 번을 들은 것 같으니까 맞아.
Oh my god, Heathcliff. Jesus Christ, you're getting depressed. At least 3 years at the treacherous sea so that out of any landsman's sight. Right, I think I heard that exact sentence a dozen times by now, so.
과하긴 했다 이스마일. 많아도 3번 꺼내는 정도가 나았을 것이다.
Agreed. You have made your point, Ishmael. I found it difficult to tolerate when you began sharing that story for the 4th time.
할 얘기가 없다고 하니까 꺼냈던 것뿐인데요.
You guys were the ones who complained that no one had any fun stories to tell. Just as we were exchanging a few meaningless jabs at each other. Boom. Mephistopheles suddenly jerked violently as though something had exploded. Of course, we were all promptly thrown about at the bus boat like ragdolls. Ow. Is everyone okay?
이놈의 버스 어떻게 한 번에
Oh, get this bloody bus come to a smooth stop for once. Wait, bus? Heathcliff was right. Look, took a quick glance around and realized that the cabins had transformed back into the shape the bus we've grown used to.
카론, 변신 버튼 눌렀어. 찰칵.
Karon hit the transformation button. Click clack.
깜빡이 좀 켜고 하라니까. 좀.
Karon, can you give us a warning for once? At least turn signal or something, please. Yes, Karon, please.
버스배는 깜빡이 없어. 어쩔 수 없는 거야. 벌레 양반.
What do you mean? Why does the bus not have turn signs? Oh my god. Thought there were going to be some complicated procedure to transform back into a bus. I guess it just happened to be one click of a button, huh?
저는 다시 공방이나 보트 센터에 들러야 할 줄 알았는데요.
Thought we have to stop by a workshop or a boat office again.
메피스토펠레스는 한번 각인된 성질은 계속 기억할 수 있는 기능을 갖추고 있습니다.
One of the many functions of Mephistopheles is that he can remember every form or property it once possessed.
일단 그 형상을 갖췄었다면 다른 형상으로 바로 변할 수도 다시 돌아갈 수도 있죠.
There it follows that once it takes a certain form, it can revert back to any of its previous forms at any time.
그런 거군요.
I see.
아무튼 그렇게 원하던 육지까지 잘 도착해서 다행이네요. 히스클리프 씨?
Anyway, we're back on land. Aren't you glad, Heathcliff? You've been looking forward to this. Oh. Heathcliff's face lit up for a brief second before a vortex of complicated feelings overcame him.
그렇단 건. 야, 띠띠빵빵. 여기가 T상인 거냐?
Oh, then, oi, vroom lass. Are we at Teacup? Heathcliff was talking to Karon, but she did not reply. Maybe it was because he didn't call her by her name, or maybe that she didn't really know where we were either. She always drives whenever her whims takes her, after all.
회색빛이 도는 것이 색을 앗아가는 그곳과 담기는 횟수만.
Oh right, they stole the colors. Right, Teacup for some fucking reason steals colors. Because it's not depressing enough to live in the city. You also have to steal colors of your nest. Monochromatic grey hue is reminiscent of that place indeed. Yet there's a disparity.
그렇나? 이런 색감은 아니었던 것 같기도 하고.
Yeah. I suppose it's a different monochromatic hue than whatever this is. Teacup, District 20. Never been there myself, but I tangentially experienced it via Yisang's Fathoms of Ego. Yeah, that place was supposed to take over our colors away, wasn't it?
여유를 가져라, 히스클리프. 여긴 아직 뒷골목에
Have some patience, Heathcliff. We're still in the back streets.
그저 내가 오랜 시간 몸을 담았던 곳에.
We're getting quite close to the place you know so well, aren't we? Virgilius, why are you a dick? Virgilius, you had no reason to provoke him like that.
둥지로 바로 진입하지 않고 뒷골목을 통해 가는 이유라도 있나요?
Is there a reason we're going through the back streets instead of heading straight to the nest? You're right. Why are we going through the back streets anyway?
나도 궁금하군. 뒷골목의 도로를 통하는 건 우회 경로가 많고 시간과 위험 요소 모두를 늘리는 방법일 텐데.
Who cares as well? The back street roads are rife with danger and a winding roundabout path. This carries unnecessary risk, does it not?
둥지에서 둥지로 직접 넘어가는 허가가 뒷골목을 통하는 것보다 심사 조건이 월등히 편하기도 하다.
I would also like to highlight that the immigration process is significantly more lenient when one is migrating from a nest to a nest than when one is migrating from the back streets to a nest territory. Ishmael questions to Virgilius open up a whole new floodgate of questions from the other sinners.
다들 그새 질문이 많아졌군.
Looks like you've grown rather chatty since the first time we met.
내가 친절한 방법으로 설명하지 않는다는 건 바뀌지 않았을 텐데 말이지.
Dude, Virgilius, why are you such a fucking dick, dude? You're supposed to be our guide, it's in your name. Kind of. Whatever. No, it won't change how I choose to answer your questions. Ask me all you want, but I will not spare you time to give you a comprehensive explanation for your convenience.
방향에 대해 의문이 생겼다면 묻는 것이 맞지 않나요?
What's wrong with asking for explanation if I've been led through a questionable path?
길잡이의 일은 방향을 가르쳐 주는 것일 텐데.
It's your job as a guide to tell us where we go, is it not?
설마 T사에 직접 출입 허가를 받지 못한 건가요? 림버스 컴퍼니식이나 되는 회사가?
One time we haven't been authorized to enter T-Corp's nest yet, and here I thought Limbus Company was a proper business.
아무리 신생 회사라고는 해도 뒷배가 든든한 회사 아니었나요?
Sure, it's relatively new, but I thought we had rather substantial backing.
물론 대부분의 둥지에 대한 출입 허가는 받을 수 있습니다.
You can receive proper authorization to enter most nets should we request it.
그럼
Then why?
회사의 뜻이다.
It's the company's will. Virgilius silenced the entire hub top of the bus with a short but low growl.
길잡이의 일은 회사에게 부탁받은 목적지까지 진행하는.
My job as your guide is to plan a path towards the destination as requested by the company.
이 경로를 택한 것도 그 뜻에 따른 결과일 뿐이니. 적당히 닥쳐줬으면.
Virgilius, if you said that at the fucking beginning, we wouldn't have asked any questions in the first place. Don't fucking throw that game at us. Fucking be better. I know you had a rough fucking childhood and a rough few years, but there's no excuse to be a dick. Selecting this path also part of accommodating that request, so please know your place and shut your mouth. Perhaps the commotion was getting to him. I could tell that Virgilius was rumbling in his ear out of frustration.
그런 거면
Well, if that's the case. While doubt was still apparent on Ishmael's face, she nodded affirmatively. She was acknowledging that there was little we could do about the orders from the company itself. Alarms?
저 경보, 사실 뭐 우리 하는 얘기를 듣고 있는 거 아니야? 무슨 타이밍이 이렇게 좋아?
That alarm again. Is someone listening to us or something? That was an inconvenient timed alarm, don't you think?
그럴 리는 없을 것 같네요.
That's unlikely.
단테,
Dante? Like always, Faust looked into the bus terminal before giving me a look. I've come to recognize. Yep, volatility to take care of, huh?
네.
Yes, it is.
또야? 얼마 전에도 뒷문에 변화가 생겼다면서 왔다 갔다 했잖아.
Another one? Didn't we just wrap up at the backdoor volatility?
알 것 같아.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
저번엔 거울 던전, 채광 던전도 변했었고.
First were the mirror dungeons and the excavation dungeons.
그럼 슬슬 남은 게
So this is gotta be.
그레고르시의 추리력이 나날이 늘어나는 것을 파우스트는 긍정적으로 여깁니다.
Faust considers Gregor's growing aptitude for deduction to be a positive development.
굴절 철도냐?
This is the refraction railway, isn't it? It was soon filled with the sinner's exasperated signs.
젠장, 또 개같은 지하철이야.
Sorry, that bloody subway tracks again.
거긴 갈 때마다 피곤해지는데.
Oh, railways really wear me out every time we enter. Again! I cannot go to the railways! I have to finish Canto 8 for that. Canto 7 for that. And I'm only in Canto 6. The last one was called 2. Is this going to be line 3?
그럴 확률이 높죠.
That's likely, yes.
직접 가보기 전까지는 확정할 수 없지만.
Though we can't say it for certain before observing it ourselves.
단테.
Dante? I know. Going through the refraction railway takes a lot out of me too. So far, each refraction hallway has had new and different patterns, and the enemies we faced there were much more powerful than any other enemies we faced before. But it's also true that I see a noticeable improvement in most sinners' combat prowess once we've had a run through it through the railway. Not to mention the copious amount of rewards. I don't remember exactly when it was, but Faust once took the time to explain that the railway abnormalities to me. That the abnormalities we battle in the railways are probably not the same that exist in the world that we live in. So it's not like we've been able to capture them and bring them back, but they're perfect for practice just in case we run into their real versions. Well, whichever the case, going through the railway is going to be a net positive for us. So let's get going then. I took a quick glance at the sinners. Then opened the door to the back doors. Again, can't do that. Anyway, Intervallo 3. God, it's so depressing, dude. The fact that they remove colors from your world is such a depressing fucking thing. So we're finally here. Heathcliff looked out of the rattling bus window with a dour expression. Though it wasn't raining, the world outside was grey and opaque, like an overcast sky. Black, pungent clouds of smoke had long devoured the atmosphere. So this is the kind of place Heathcliff used to roam.
아직도 잿빛으로 색이 바래는구려. 분명 S사에서 도망했던 정착지는 세피아 빛으로 칠해져 있던 것 같수만.
The color remained this grey into the heart of the back streets. I recall with quite a certainty that the T-Corp I arrived in after my departure from S-Corp was sepia-hued.
T사의 색을 수거하는 장치가 중심에 위치해 있으니까요. 영향권에서 멀면 이런 현상이 있을 수 있다고 보고된 적이 있습니다.
The phenomenon can be explained by the fact that the technology used to drain our saturations is situated at the center of T-Corp. It has been reported that such variation in hue may occur in areas further away from its sphere of influence. I understand then. The Tsutsuna immediately jumped into the conversation to direct it away from whichever obscure subject Yi Sang and Fo were about to steer into.
그러고 보니까.
Oh, right, I had something to ask you guys. Yeah, me too.
그 이상 씨가 살았던 곳 거기랑 여기가 좀 건물들이 달라 보인다 싶어서.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. The buildings here look a little bit different than what Yisung used to live. So I'm just wondering if there's anything up with that.
그 이야기하려고 했지.
Exactly, that's what I was about to ask. It's been a while since we started on this journey together. I was starting to grow more comfortable with the sinners. Maybe that's why I found Gregor's and Rodia's valiant effort to keep this conversation remotely comprehensible to the most occupants of the bus pretty amusing.
그건 말이야.
Allow me to elaborate then. To first discuss this subject, we must. And Isang, unknowingly shooting down their effort by jumping into another complicated discussion, was another side that I've become familiar with. Well, I was curious about the technology in Teacup uses to drain our color and about the behind the scenes of Teacup's operation. It's really annoying that Teacup is one of the strongest ones because I feel like draining the color out of somebody's world is so mean-spirited. Like, it is so mean-spirited. I get tagged in my Discord because some people are doing 12s. It wasn't something that could be answered now. I decided that to table the discussion for later. Instead, I approached Heathcliff. He was sitting all by his lonesome, clearly in deep thought. Clockhead. Still racking your head about what to wear to Wuthering Heights?
그런 거 아니야.
No, it's nothing like that. Heathcliff protested, jumping up from his seat. Looks like I hit the nail right on the head.
아니, 생각을 안 한 건 아니긴 한데.
Fine, I was, but
그냥 옛날 생각.
was mostly reminiscing. I do remember hearing that Heathcliff used to live in the back streets. Part of some syndicate, if I recall correctly. Virgilius did say that we were going to the back streets instead of going straight to the Teacup's nest for a reason. And that it was because of the company's orders. Maybe there's something for us to do here. Heathcliff did spend some time in the Teacup's back streets after all. Maybe we run into the Golden Ball here?
그럴 리가 있나요? 그게 뒷골목에 굴러다니는 썩은 나뭇가지 수준이었다면 저희가 이런 개고생을 하겠어요?
Not a chance. If the Golden Ball was as common as any other twig in the back street, why are we doing this globe-trotting waste of time? True, I guess.
애초에 그 여러 의미로 대단한 저택에 이런 뒷골목에 붙어 있을 리 없잖아.
Besides, Wuthering Heights is quite the manor in more ways than one. I wouldn't find it anywhere near some run-down back streets like this.
골목을 기어다니는 거렁뱅이 같은 사람들과
There's a chasm of wealth between the poor alleyway sods and them.
차이가 있어서 말이야. 나를 초대했다는 건 이번 황금가지는 그 저택이 있는 둥지에 있을 게 뻔하겠지. 맞지?
After all, they sent me an invitation. Quite obvious that we find our golden bowl in that manor, in it. Or at least somewhere in the same list.
맞습니다. 저희는 최종적으로 T사 둥지로
Correct, we will eventually travel to the Teacup's nest. Heathcliff continued to speak in a low voice. The hubbub from the outside of the bus seemed to blend the words into mass murmurs. Did I get something? No? Turning into mass murmurs, there was a sort of commotion outside.
그리고 최종이든 시작이든 간에
Before we talk about whatever our eventual destination is, we have to clear the road of some blockage.
반 정도 맞는 말이군.
Your intuition is half right, Heathcliff. Heathcliff, who was muttering to himself in an uncharacteristic daze, jolted awake.
아이씨, 예고 없이 뭘 하는 건 띠띠빵빵이나 너나 다르질 않냐 어떻게?
Bloody hell, what's wrong with you and the vroom lass? Neither of you do anything without proper forewarning.
예고의 필요성을 느끼지는 않았어.
I simply do not see the necessity of warning you. Again, Virgilius, stop being a dick.
아무튼 바깥에 보이는 놈들은 타겟이다.
Anyway, those outside at the bus are targets. Targets?
제거 대상이라는 뜻인가?
I believe he means to say that they must be eliminated.
그런 의미만 있지는 않지. 정확한 정보는 없었지만.
I feel compelled to let you know that this is not the only implication of the word target, though I am yet to be informed by the precise detail of this mission that is.
아무튼 저 무리 속에서 접촉해야 할.
Regardless, you ought to make contact with the target among them. Are you talking about Kim?
그 녀석을 찾아서 정보를 얻어오면 된다. 관리자
Find the target and extract the necessary intel. Is
알아들었습니까?
that clear enough for you, manager? How are we supposed to find this target if you're not even gonna tell us who it is?
타겟을 특정할 방법이 없는지 묻는군요.
Dante asks if there's any identifying characteristic to this target. Again, Dante, you have a tablet. Just write your questions.
제게도 없는 정보를 물어봐야 소용이 없습니다.
I'm sure you'll find out once you get there. You're asking me questions I have no answers to, Dante. Don't waste your time.
전원
Well, off the bus, all.
자,
I was somewhat wary of the way Virgilius answered me, but even in the murky situation like this, we always manage to pull through anyway. Yeah, because you guys have fucking plot armor. I'm sure things get a little clearer once we get there. I slowly disembark from the bus with the rest of the sinners. Strife. Come back here, Don Quixote. I do have to say, I find it a bit unfortunate that I'm like playing Limbus Company that slowly, because like no matter how much I try to avoid, eventually I will run into fucking spoilers, right? There's nothing I can do about it. I will just eventually run into spoilers. I once had it the other way, Aniki.
내가 알아서 잡는다. 너는 네 몸뚱아리 단돌이나 잘하고 있어.
Don't worry about me. Oh, Anna, try to not get yourself killed. You got that? What a mess. We walked out into the bus and right into what appeared to be a battlefield of violent gang war. Black cloaks fluttered into the grey sky and bloodthirsty blades clashed violently. The bus had stopped not even 30 paces away from the thick of battle. They are the Kurokomo clan? Kurokomo clan, I've heard them before. I'm sure we had some identities from that syndicate. Some identity cards say Wakashu too. A pretty large subsidiary of even larger syndicate called the Thumb. I think their entities wore outfits similar to the ones they're wearing here. Oh cool, are we gonna see Saya? I think you're right, but who are they fighting? It's gotta be a strife. Heathcliff replied in a monotone voice like he was reading from an encyclopedia.
조직끼리 치고받고 싸우는 건 뒷골목에서 흔한 일이잖아.
It ain't a rare sight for syndicate. This is the syndicates fighting each other in the back streets.
또 자리 세니 자기들 영역이니 하면 실랑인 거겠지.
There must be something about street tax or some other trivial tooth dispute.
어느 곳에나 있는 것이로군. 힘으로 위세를 높이며 약한 자들의 고열을 빠는 자들이.
Leeches, blood-sucking curs seeking to oppress and exploit the weak with violence. Fee, there's nary a place that these scums do not infest.
새삼스러운 것도 없지.
You know what? I have kind of an idea for a game now. I have an idea for a game now that would be really interesting. This would be a game where you try to become a syndicate in the world of Project Moon, where you try to build a syndicate. That would be really interesting, actually, like a tactical game. Oh, okay, hang on. Oh no, an idea grabbed my head. An idea's in my head, it's not gonna go away until I try it and fail horribly at it. Anything new lasts. Most syndicates are like that. The only difference between them is how far they are willing to go.
이렇다면 그래. 저런 놈이 반드시 찾아오기 마련이지.
Like, right, there he is. Blokes are like that one over there, walking right at us. Heathcliff raised his bat and pointed at the approaching man. He wore the same outfit as the other Kurokomo clan members.
뭐야 당신들? 10명도 넘는 것들이 모였어.
The hell are you looking at? Crowding like he'd start shit.
맞다 안 내려? 한판 벌여보자는 거냐?
You gonna keep pointing that bat at me? You wanna go? Is that it?
어이, 일단 과격한 행동은 피하지. 자극해봐야 좋을 게 없지 않나.
Hey, lower your weapon. There's no need to be rash, to do anything rash. No need to escalate this further, is there? Otter stepped into one Heathcliff, but he did not budge. Not bulge. What the fuck's wrong with you? You guys can clearly hear what kind of fucking fanfiction I read recently. No comment. He remained motionless, the bat still raised and pointing threateningly at the approaching man.
결말이 뻔히 나 있는데 그럴 필요가 있겠냐?
What matter what we do here is a foregone conclusion
저자와 결국 싸워야만
that we're gonna need to have to fight him.
뻔하지 뭐.
Right on, lad.
항쟁을 하고 있었던 놈들이니 당연히 여긴 자기네 땅이라고 우길 거고.
They're in the middle of a strife. They will be real sensitive about making it clear that this is their turn.
그러는 와중에 제 3자들이
Oh,
지나갈
quick ad break, everyone. I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, what are you trying to do here? What are you trying to do here? That's funny as fuck. Hang on. Wanna clip that? That was funny. I'll save you again from certain doom. Go away from me, go away. Are you dumb? How did you do that? I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm dead. Fuck. Me. Again. Dude, there was a lot of meat, man meat. Don't say that. If it wouldn't, it would have talked. Boo. Moshi? What the? Are you okay? Okay then. Gonna go in the corner here real quick and not get hit by it. Dude, I've been playing a lot of Deadlock recently. It's such a blast. Where did I go? What the fuck happened to me there? This was when Deadlock had fucking go. This was when Deadlock had 3 lanes though. I remember that. Oh. The question is, do bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. When did we get Ishi out? What? I have to edit that. Okay, no, well. I didn't. You got it. I saw that, right? You guys saw that? Fucking Stoner trying to gaslight me, telling me there was nothing there. Fuck you, Stoner. There was definitely something there. Anyway, a better way to do this than forcing some unwitting travelers to pay the toll for the road. Nah, looks like we got a smart one here. Kuromoko clan henchman strutted before us like he owned the place.
이런 일만 되면 꼭 탐정같이 청산 유수인 게 신기하다니까요.
Just as we're beginning to wonder about how dumb you could possibly be, you showed your shrewd detective side. Gotta say, it's a real mystery. Ishmael muttered at Heathcliff, who was shrugging at us with an expression that clearly read, I told you so.
잘 알고 있는 것 같으니까 용건만 간단히 해주지.
Well, since you clowns already know how this works, let me get straight to the point.
동행세 1인당 50만 원.
The toll is 500,000 An per person. 500,000 An? How much is that? Hang on. Let's assume this is Korean currency. I'm gonna do it to USD. Hang on. Okay. US dollar. Oh, it's United States dollars. Okay. United States dollars to South Korean. South Korean won. So it's about like $1 is about 1,300. Let's make it like, let's make it a good thing to make it like 1,500. It's a little bit more. Let's just assume that the won fell a little bit more. Or rather, the dollar is stronger. Just to make calculations easier. So 500,000, 50, 500, 5,000, 500,000 divided by 150. That's about 300. That's about like 33 dollars per person. Which doesn't sound that bad. I mean, it's extortion. Fucking extortion. I agree with them all that, but at the same time, it's been worse. Let's see here. 1, 2, right. I count 13 of you here. Let's see here. 1, 2, right. I count 13 of you here. And since you guys all rode the bus here, I'm sure there's a driver in there too. Don't skip out on us now. I'd like if you didn't have to make this business messy by going through the bus ourselves. Oh, please, go ahead. Go through the bus. I'm pretty sure our guide will be more than welcome to show you the ropes. Did you hear that, Dante? This is a highway robbery. It kinda is, isn't it? Well, it didn't really matter how much they were asking for. I wasn't going to negotiate with them. Anyway. Ishmael turned and looked quietly in my direction. I nodded back. Halt there in the field of battle. Don Quixote pointed at something. There was a wounded today. We must make haste and rescue her. Thou would agree, no? Just as Don Quixote said, I could catch a glimpse of someone bleeding out on the ground through the chaos of clashing blades and black coats.
야, 정의놀이 적당히 하랬지. 조직하고 조직끼리 싸웠는데 누구 편을 들어?
Oh, what did I say about this justice rubbish? This is a syndicate turf war, yeah? No one's less, more or less honorable than the other.
동의한다. 또한 난전 속에서 피해를 감수하며 저자를 구해야 할 명분도 지시도 없다.
Agreed. There's no complicated mathematics to expect unnecessary allied casualties in this effort should we involve ourselves in this conflict. Alas, I do not wish to leave her behind so undefended. I guess it's an improvement. In the early days of our adventures, we would have been dragged into this conflict 5 minutes ago, thanks to Don Quixote's reckless, valiant rescue attempt. Suppose she's learned her lessons by trials of fire. She's starting to show restraint for one. But it's a bit different this time. Okay, so I do think we have to help that woman, but... Oh? What? Manager? I didn't think that was... I didn't think that was what the nod was about? No, I'm not saying that we should get involved because it's the right thing to do or anything like that. If Virgilius was telling us the truth earlier, there's a chance that we were purposefully made to drive through this strife, which means that there must be something here that they're expecting us to find. They always put us in harm's way for a reason, after all. I just have a feeling that the wounded woman might have something to tell us, maybe an intel of some kind. And if it turns out that we were supposed to get in that intel from the Kurokomo clan and not that woman, then I suppose we have to beat it out of them. Oh, marvelous, executive manager. I, Otis, am actually awestruck by a genius. Actually? Wait, was she implying her usual flattery is phony? Of course it's phony. What do you mean you didn't realize it's phony? It's absolutely phony. I don't like the way you're treating the Kurokomo clan like you're some pack of stray dogs. Oh, no. All respect to you. Your leader is fucking amazing in Library of Runia, yeah? Let's be brutally honest here. She has one of the best fucking cards in passives in the game, by far. Like, there is a reason she's used in every single high-end deck.
적을 구하니 많이 하는가? 그래, 네 놈들
I don't think I missed that sympathetic look you gave to her, which only means
검계와 관련이 있군.
that you clowns are chummy with the Blade lineage. Oh, it's Blade lineage. I could practically hear negotiations. Not that I was going to negotiate, falling apart as the man drew his blade.
합리적인 숙고와 선택 반드시 승리로 갚아드리겠습니다.
A rational deliberation followed by a sensible decision. I will return my appreciation for your magnificent leadership with a flawless victory.
청원.
All units, prepare for battle. Alright, you fucking clowns.
집속불 충전 저열이 무너졌군.
Oh, she dodged everything. She didn't take a single bit of damage there. Even though she's technically multiple levels below them all. Dominating. Unopposed.
집속불
That's how I like to see it. I'm expecting Kim to be here somewhere. Faust, did you have to absolutely annihilate the guy? Wish you guys did a little bit more damage, but then again, you guys are staggering everybody. That special ability of her does so much. Like, she wins almost every single clash. It's incredible. It's not even funny how often she wins the clash. She is legitimately like 20 levels below these guys, and she would win the clash. Doesn't do a lot of damage though, sadly. Unless you have like everything stacked up in her favor. Ishi, I feel like this Ishi is really good for dungeons. Like, she's so good in dungeons, it's actually incredible. Because you can put like a billion stacks on somebody, right? And then she just melts everybody. This. No, let's go. To be fair, the damage shouldn't be really like... We shouldn't take Ishi's damage currently in consideration. For one very simple reason. Ishi's level 30. Everybody else is level 45. Ishi's level 30. Or Don in this case is 55. God, everything on top was just the best. Yeah, I was about to say, that guy's dead. Nice. Almost. Is that gonna be enough? Probably. Yep. What can I say? Don hurts, man. Oh my god, what are you doing? You clown. You fool. You're not ready for any of this. You will die a horrible death. Faust alone will kill you. What are you doing, you fool? Oh, fucking hell.
별것도 없이 배짱만 두둑했군.
SAD. All bark, no bite. Truly a disappointment. While the rest of the sinners were slowly recovering from the excitement of the battle, Don Quixote did not waste a second before bolting forth to the woman's side. I must check for thy pulse.
아, 맥을 이마에 대고 재다니 그럴 수도 있군요.
Can check her pulse through her forehead? I didn't know that was possible.
살아있네.
The lady lives.
그러니까
So this lets us
이
the intel we
녀석이
need.
정보를
Sinners one by one began to gather around the woman. She was dressed in an all-black garb like the Kurokomo clan members, but her weapon and her outfit were unmistakably distinct. Blade lineage, huh? I looked around at the defeated Kurokomo clan members, then back at her. The difference became even more apparent. Don Quixote slowly and tragically shook her head after checking for the pulse on others.
관리자님, 전투 중 몇몇 흑운의 조직원을 신문했으나 특기할 정보는 없었습니다.
Executive Manager, I have questioned some Kurokomo clans during the battle, but no noticeable intelligence has been gained. So it's just her then. I hope my gut feeling proves me right.
산자는 이자밖에 없는 것 같네. 우선 버스에 옮겨 응급 조치를 취하는 게 어떻겠는가?
Lady Dove appeared to be the sole survivor. We must move her to the bus and administer first aid post haste. What does thou say to that? Yep, don't see any other way. We don't carry a first aid kit with us, and I can't turn the clock to heal her, so... Messel, do you mind carrying her back to the bus?
알겠습니다.
I do not. Thus we made our way back to the bus, Messel carrying the dying Blade lineage member.
짐짝을 또 달고 왔고.
I see that you hold in another baggage. Virgilius didn't seem very happy about this.
관리자,
Manager,
허가되지 않은 손님을 드리는 게 당연해진 겁니다.
Manager, since when did we bring in an unauthorized, unverified guest into our bus become such an acceptable practice? You don't fucking know! If it is the target nun, we had no choice. We had to save her first if we are going to get any answers out of her.
정보가 있을 것이라고 판단되는 인물을 우선 구명해야 한다고 판단했다고 말하고 있네요.
Dante explained that the individual will be of no use if deceased. If she carries the intel we need, then we must ensure that she survives.
파우스트도 이 부분은 동의합니다.
On that, Faust agrees with Dante's decision.
이미 벌어진 일은 어쩔 수 없지. 하지만 계속 주의는 하십시오.
What's done, it's done. However, do be mindful of bringing strangers into the bus from now on, Dante. I had a feeling that Virgilius had much more to say than that, but he simply sighed and dropped the subject. Oh!
본인은 관리자 나리가 옳은 처사를
I do wonder, actually, because he seems to be much more forgiving of Dante than anybody else. So that does beg the question, like, what the fuck is actually happening? Thanks. Just as I was starting to dread that business, this bus was done to be eternally uncomfortable, Yiseng emerged from the back door with good news.
조치는 전부 끝내었어.
I have done what I can now.
이제
Before he even finished his sentence, the woman was awake. Hello! Blade lineage, huh? I beat the shit out of Kim in Library of Runia. How was that for you?
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의의를
Oh, right.
방지하는 데
That
일조하였습니다.
reminds me. There's shit I can do for you. I need to do Ishi as well, because I need to level up things. Ten more levels. And then she's finally with everybody else. Claim my flesh and yield my bones.
피를 먹음을
Was she one of them that was together with Kim when he went into the library?
여긴
Where?
거안.
TB.
아, 여기는 버스 아니에요?
Oh, welcome to the bus. And we are
태도
Anodachi, huh? The blade lineage woman sprang from her prone position, grabbing her sword next to her. She held a grip of her blade, ready to draw it at any moment.
니놈들은 누구냐? 흑운에?
Identify yourselves. Are you with the Kurokumo clan?
아니라고.
No.
그러니까
So we are.
그런데 왜 그들이 쓰는 무기와 흡사한 것을?
Why does that woman wield an Odachi?
말이 안 통하네.
She will not listen. You should kill her. Yoshu.
두 가지 이유로 화가 난다.
She pisses me off for two reasons.
하나는 대화를 주고받지 않아 쓸데없이 이야기를 길게 느리게 하는 것.
One, she refuses to listen, making this conversation longer than it needs to be.
또 하나는 그 밥버러지들의 쓰레기 같은 날붙이와
Two, she dared to compare their scrap metal to my blade.
뭐 분을 참을 필요가 있나 시게.
Well, is there any reason for me to not proceed to oof her clock? Yeah, there is. She can't tell us anything if she's dead. Ryosho often shows bursts of emotions in the most unexpected times, but at least she listens to when I ask her to, which is a relief.
자세히 보니 다르군. 복장도 전혀 다른 식으로 통일되어
I
있고.
suppose your blade is not exactly like theirs. Your uniform is certainly different.
특히
And you,
자네는 누구지? 요란한 시계를 달고 있군. 째깍거리는 게
who
전부인가?
might you be? You certainly wear a rather loud timepiece. Are you unable to communicate otherwise?
그는 우리의 관리자요. 그대에게는 그의 목소리가
They
들리지
are a
않을
manager.
것이요.
Their vocalization will not reach your ears.
익숙한 내음이 묻어있는 말투로군.
I recognize the scent your voice carries. It's familiar.
내가 전전에 오던 구역에서도 나의 말투와 흡사한 친구를 많이 보진
Even in the
못했다만
districts that I have resided, I have not met fellows who speak as I do.
말투는 그렇지. 하지만 선택하는 단어의 면면에 익숙함이
Speak
보여.
as you do indeed, yet I sense familiarity in your choice of verbiage.
19구. S사 출신인가?
You must be from District 19, S-Corp, are you?
도망했으나 출신은 그러하오.
Though I have fled, this is where I hail from.
그런가. 도망이라.
I see. So you also have left your home behind.
고향 사람들은 늘 처지가 같군.
My compatriots often share the same fate as we do. Perhaps meeting someone from the same home district helped. The woman visibly relaxed before slumping down on a nearby chair. Her breathing was labored.
나의 이름은 이상이라 하오. 그대의 상처를 치료했지.
My name is Yi-sang. I have operated on the wounds you suffered.
귀하에게 은혜를 입었는데 행동이 볼품없었군.
So I have acted with such brutishness despite your kindness. Please accept me my apologies.
앵두라고 불러주시게. 검을 다루는 게 살수를 맡고 있어.
I'm Mingdu. I am Saltsu from the lineage that deals with blades. In blades.
단테. 이번엔 이상 씨가 이야기를 잘 풀어가진
Oh,
것
Dante, maybe we
같은데.
can leave the talking to Yi-sang this time? Looks like we can sit back and let him handle this. I know that, replying quickly to Rodia's whispers.
19구. S사에서 도망한 자라면 우리를 알고 있겠지.
If you are from District 619 S-Corp territory, then you must be aware of who we are.
저작거리의 소문에 박진 않으나 대강은
I'm somewhat aware, though I'm far from acquainted with tales from the streets.
그대들은 어딘가에 매이지 않고 자유히 돌아다닌다고 알고 있었는데 어찌
I've heard that the blade lineage is bound to no master, no land, yet whence do you flee?
사정은 말하자면 길 것이고 그저 새로운 터전을 찾아야만 했노라고 말할 수밖에.
It's a tale far too long for us to be shared in full. All we may divulge is that we had no choice but to seek territory for us to thrive in.
소상한 사정을 읊는다면 우리가 도울 수 있는 부분이 있을지도 모르지 않은가.
Perhaps there's aught we could do to assist, should you deign to depart us with the particulars of your pursuers. Sung shot a sweeping glance at all of us, her eyes appear heavy with crushing exhaustion.
하긴 그들을 전부 해치운 자들이라면 어느 정도의 실력자일 테지.
If you and your fellows were skilled enough to defeat this group of foes, then you must be quite capable.
우리 우두머리 신호들의 수급은
3 out of 5.
그들 후군에게 현상금이 걸려 있는 상태다.
They cannot deal with the style of the city. Well, Roland and my nuggets fucking could. Let's be honest, a nugget with Paradise Gone and the full Ego gear for Paradise Gone could absolutely fucking annihilate so much. They can kill a claw. It's not a lot of people who can say they can kill a claw. And just a reminder, the Red Mist killed 2 claws, an arbiter, and all of the abnormalities. Like, there is some high ceilings we need to get to. We are nowhere near it. Kurama gets put a body on our heads. Our mentor, my fellows, all of us.
항쟁 수준이 아닌데? 단순히 땅 따먹기가 아니라 원한이라도.
Hold on, this ain't just any turf strife then? This sounds more personal than your usual turf war.
탐관오리가 넘쳐나고 민생이 어지러운 것은 과거나 지금이나 19구.
As it has always been, District 19 is fraught with corruption and disturbances to the lives of the public.
그러나 S사 이제는 살피뼈 농축산이 되어버린 그 날개의 행보에 그저 무해를 단련하며 무인의 길을 가려는 우리 같은 자들이 무얼 해볼 수 있는 것도 아닌 게 현실이지.
There's very little us men or women of the blade who seek not else but to train and walk the path of martial arts can do to change the wing known as Sapi Ryogo Agro Industries or S-Corp.
그러니 저를 미워하는 우리 같은 중은 떠나는 선택지만 남았던 것이다.
As the old saying goes, what other choice does a monk who abhors his temple have but to leave it behind? And thus we have departed from our homes. Okay, hang on a second. Do we know what S-Corp is? S-Corp. Limbus company. What's it called? Singularity. That's S-Corp. Okay, we don't know the singularities yet. We don't know anything about S-Corp, but it's interesting because it's been like hinted multiple times here.
S사 민초들의 고충은 여전히.
So the people from S-Corp suffer still.
새로운 터전을 찾으러 떠난 길이었으나 정착할 곳을 찾는 게 쉽지는
We have
않았지.
departed in search for a new home, yet it was no easy journey.
이미 남의 영역이 된 곳에 발을 디디려 하니 당연히 우리는 다툼의 대상이 될 수밖에 없었고.
Most territories have already been made home by others. In order for us to settle, conflict was unavoidable.
그러던 중 우두머리가 가져온 초대장이란 걸 통해 도서관에 들어가게 되었던 기억이 있네.
In the midst of those conflicts, I have memory of our mentor bringing us an invitation to enter a library of sorts. Oh, hello, Vergilius. Now you look up. Vergilius, who had been sitting quietly in one leg over the other in the chair, far from the rest of us, visibly reacted. I think I remember that the words library always got a genuine reaction out of Vergilius.
기억이 있다라는 말은 다소 어색하구려.
You have the memory. Quite an odd way to phrase your own recollections.
분명 그것은 후군의 손이 닿지 못할 것이라는
We arrived at the library
이야기를
hoping to
고대라고
escape the
하셨지만
Kurokomo's clan's clutches.
실상 그것도 싸움터였다는 이야기요. 분명 우리는 패했고.
But all we had done was lead ourselves into another field of battle. We were handily defeated.
그리고 어느 순간 이곳 T사의 골목에 있게 되었다는 이야기요. 그 방식이 워낙 기묘하니 기억이 있다 정도로
Then all of a sudden we found ourselves stranded in the back streets of Teacup upon our waking. The bizarreness of such experience can only be described as an expression by an expression of just as odd.
김사카 너도
Ah, mentor bamboo-hatted Kim. Her eyes suddenly widened mid-sentence. Agil leaped from her seat.
우두가 아직 빌딩에 용진 빌딩으로 가야 하네.
I believe our mentor remains still. We must make haste to Yongjin building.
조심하시게. 그렇게 격정적으로 움직이면 봉한 상처.
Be not hasty. Such wild moments may tear the wounds I have. Ugh.
뭐야?
What the heck? Is she dead?
혈액이 부족한데 압력은 높아졌으니 쇼크가 오는 것도 무리는 아니죠. 기절한 것뿐입니다.
It's no surprise that a sudden rise in pressure in lieu of blood supply would cause one to faint. She has merely lost her consciousness.
그래도 관리자님이 예상하신 대로 무언가 정보를 가지고 있긴
You were right,
하군요.
manager. She did indeed have some useful intel for us.
용진 빌딩.
Yongjing Building.
이곳에 향해야 하는 이유가 있다.
Suppose we have some business there then. Maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know what this has to do with our mission, if any. Or maybe it's just at the library that we should.
비상, 비상.
Danger, danger.
앞에 칼 들고 설치는 검은 사람들 엄청 많아.
Bunch of people in Mephi's way, swinging swords around, black clothes.
맵피 다치겠다. 승객들 출동.
Passengers move out, protect Memphi.
흑운회의 후속 인력들인 것 같습니다, 관리자님.
As I can manage, they appear to be Kurokomo's clan reinforcement. Well, what can we do? Still have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements. Are we doing this for Virgilius, basically, to pay him back? Oh, unopposed, then we're going with this. This. Go, Don! Oh, come on, Don. Better. Not good enough. Didn't even stagger the guy. Immediately destroyed his shield guard, huh? Good stagger there. Come on, guys, you can do this. You're not ready yet. There we go. Come on, give me something. I'm gonna lose one. Okay, hang on. Put that. You don't have enough. Nice! Well done. It fucking immediately deleted again. It's so funny to me. Do I have 3 launches? I do. Yeah, I need to have a clash. So at least she gets some things so she can stay fast. Faust needs to be first, always. Nice, well done there. Wow, he evaded. Faust, did you keep? No, you didn't. Okay, if you're gonna retreat, who is going to jump into you then? Are you immediately gonna jump back? How's that going to work on battles that don't have somebody who's jumping for you? Mad Salt, he's dead. Jesus Christ. Nice, well done. Oh, the festival will end with your death. You're dead. So you just straight up retreated, okay. I mean, not that it matters. Because Faust is just going to kill everybody here. But almost. Again, funny that you just fucking retreated, just like, yeet, see ya. When does she come back then? Like, how does that work on fights where you don't have... Okay, whatever. The uninvited.
네,
준비한 대로만 하면
Let's see. I want to get this one to get her started, and then you can keep attacking.
뇌파 충전. 되돌려라.
That wasn't a hard blow, and you know it. Why are we not rolling high? What the fuck? Whatever.
불가 위압. 막아내지 못하리.
Well, people got it. Pause, can you please finish? God damn it, nobody finished them off. How are you doing, Faust? Do you need another one? Okay, yeah. Let me do this. Do you have the energy? No, you don't. Go ahead, Don. Why do you have God? Oh, they're fucking dead anyway. Told you.
내 필인사. 너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
You have launcher now, right? Yeah, you do. Okay.
가족을 위해
You're not winning that.
무상한 목숨. 불끈한 지원.
That's not bad at all, actually. Well done there. Charge into charge.
너희의 목이 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌겠다.
Faust, do you need that? No, really. They're not surviving this. There's 2 fucking reindeer boy attacks coming in. They're not surviving that. You don't need your stacks. You're fast enough now. Oh, Princess has a mask on as well. Oh boy. If this battle wasn't over, it's now fucking over. Yep, speaking of, dead as fuck.
조용히.
Dude, even
생명 활동의 정지를 확인해.
Masold got enough pay. Okay, please just finish. I don't care.
되돌려라. 생명 활동의 정지를 확인해.
There we go. Both the Blood Fiend were in fact like empowered. They're not surviving this. Return to the bus after dispatching the Kurokama clan's members that have attacked the bus. Only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman sitting in the foremost seat of a bus.
이상하군 길잡이.
Interesting guide.
분명 논의되지 않은 손님은 들이지 말아야 한다는 말을 들은 지 1시간이 지나지 않았는데.
I believe that we both made quite clear that no guest should board the bus without prior consultation. That was a discussion not even an hour ago, in fact.
외부인에 한해서라고.
Yes, we did. No outsiders, to be exact.
눈앞에 신분이 버젓이
Isn't it clear as day as who she is? I noticed that she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo clear embezzled on her chest. I'm from the LCCB.
LCCA다. 시계 관리자.
LCCA, the manager, the after team manager clock. Right, I could see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulder.
이 사람 관리자님 말이 들리나요?
Huh? Wait, you can hear what you're saying?
안 들려. 태엽 소리를 번역하는 재능도 없다. 그렇게 멍청한 느낌으로 고개를 까딱이고 있는데 모르는 게 더 힘들겠군.
No, I don't have a talent in TikTok interpretation either. Well, it's pretty easy to tell with that blank, stupid look they were giving me.
무슨 말을...
Don't you have the common decency to mince your Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off, until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old attitude.
나는 클리어 부서 애프터팀 소속 일반 작전 2과 알파 팀장 카이먼이다.
I'm team leader Cayman. Limbus company clearance team after team. Normal operations unit 2. Don't think we've ever seen anyone from the after team in person.
그야 우리가 개고생했던 걸 꿀떡하는 놈들이니 눈에 띌 리가.
Of course not. All that them blokes do is sweeping in to pick up the spoils after we've done all the hard work.
말은 바로 하지 길바닥 출신.
Let me set something straight, Backstreet Smut.
뭐?
What?
애프터팀은 너희 같은 목숨 버리개들이 깽판 쳐놓은 현장을 정상화시키고 없던 일이 될 수 있도록 수습하는 매우 수고스러운 일을 하는 팀이지.
The after team is charged with cleaning up the messy, ungrateful waste left behind. Sweeping in to pick up the spoils? No, we do the very difficult work of sweeping your stinking shit under the rug. Rude.
저희가 목숨 버리개라고 불리나
Waste
보죠?
of lives. Is that how you guys see us?
그뿐일까? 목숨 버리개, 범퍼카, 돈 먹는 버스, 고기 방패, 얻어 걸린 또라이. 뭐 더 있기는 한데 그게 지금 당장 필요한
Oh,
이야기는
that's not all. Waste of lives, bumper cars, the most expensive bus in the world, meat shields, maniacs with more luck than they deserve, and then some. Don't seem like the most relevant conversation topic for now, though. I mean, we are kind of lucky.
새끼가
You little...
말하는
Better
꼬라지는
change your tone
그따위일
now.
거야.
특별히 고칠 이유가 없다면 고치지 않는다. 내 지론이다.
If you give me one reason to, then I will. Unfortunately, it's my personal philosophy to be stubbornly set in my ways until I'm given a good reason to change.
앞뒤 가리지 않고 황금가지를 회수하는 게 일이라곤 하지만 그 뒤에서 개가 지구르는 사람을 생각하지 못하는 반푼이에겐 더욱 고칠 필요가 없지.
Sure, it's your job to collect the golden ball no matter what, but I'm having a lot of trouble scrunching up even an ounce of respect for a group of half-wit idiots who don't give a damn about the people who have to clean up after them. That's enough, team leader Kaiman.
뭐 욕짓거리를 하러 온 건 아니었으니까요.
Very well. I wasn't sent here to reprimand them.
상부의 작전 명령을 하달합니다.
I'm here to relay all orders from the head office. Why is the LCC A team here and not the LCC B team? Kaiman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. She began to read it out loud.
LCB의 T사 황금가지 탈환 작전 이전에 추가적인 임무를 하달합니다.
LCB, additional mission assignment prior to Teacup Golden Bowl Retrieval Operation.
하나, 해당 구역 근처에 발생한 뒤틀림을 제거 혹은 확보할 것.
1. Eliminate or secure the distortion in the area.
2. 해당 위치에 있는 검은 비석 모노리스를 확보할 것.
Recover the monolith, an artifact from the shape of the black stele from the same site. A monolith? What's this now?
뒤틀림? 이미 뒤틀려 있다는 뜻인가요?
Distortion? Are you saying that they already distorted?
모른다. 이 추가 작전은 LCC가 관여되어 있지 않지. 나는 그저 T사에서의 업무를 처리하다가 전달 임무만 받은 것뿐이다.
I don't know. Limbus company clearance is not part of this extra operation. I was merely ordered to relay this information to you as it happened to be taking care of some other job at Teacup.
우리의 임무는 황금가지의 탈환뿐일 텐데 언제부터 우리가 심부름꾼 해결사 노릇을 주문받았지?
I believe our one and only mission was to recover the golden bow. Since when did we become a job to play errand fixer boys?
지금 주문받았군. 그리고 황금가지를 배달해오는 너희가 특별히 심부름꾼과 다를 바도 없지.
Since now, I believe, besides, I don't see the difference between an average errand boy and your team. All you ever do is pick up and deliver the golden bows, no?
확실히 알겠네. 애프터 팀이라는 곳은 성격 더러운 사람들이
Right.
들어가는 곳인가
I guess the
봐.
after team is full of grunches like you, huh? Odeon grumbled like she was imagining a department full of caimans. Cayman quietly took as a sweeping look at the complaining sinners, then approached me.
시계
Manager
관리자.
clock? Yes.
뭐라고 말하는지는 어차피 안 들리고.
Can't hear what you're saying anyway, so just listen.
당신이나 당신 졸개들이나 아직도 뭘 모르는 것 같아 친절히 설명을 몇 개 해주겠어.
Allow me to kindly explain some things for you and your minions, and all of you appear to be out of the loop. Cayman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat as though she was about to start a lecture.
LCB는 분명 황금가지를 가져오는 게 임무다. 그건 맞아.
LCB's primary objective is to receive the golden bowls. Yes, I can't deny that.
하지만 림버스 컴퍼니라는 회사의 목적이 황금가지 탈환이요라고 말하고 다니는 건 문제가 있지 않겠나?
But parading around telling everyone that the LIMBUS company specializes in receiving the golden bowls would be stupid, don't you agree?
그게 당장의 벌이 수단이 되지도 않고.
It's not exactly the most lucrative business, if at all.
그건 맞는 말이네요. 사실 궁금했거든요. 이 회사가 대체 무슨
I suppose so. I've been wondering about our company funds for a while now. Where do we even get our funding from?
뭐 돈은 걱정할 필요 없다. 오히려 차고 넘치지. 지금 이 회사에 부족한 건
Well, you don't need to concern yourself with the company's finances. We have much more than enough for the capital to do what we want. What our company really lacks, however,
대외적인 입지와 명분이다.
is public standing in a cause. A cause?
림버스 컴퍼니는 그 명분을 뒤틀림에서 찾기로 정했었다. 뒤틀림 현상이라는 게 아직 도시에서 체계적으로 관리되는 건 아니고.
Limbus Company has decided to take a cause in distortions. No significant organization has yet taken charge of managing instances of the distortion phenomenon. Paus told me some time ago that it hasn't been long since the distortions began appearing in the city.
림버스 컴퍼니는 대외적으로 뒤틀림 현상 전문 처리 및 방역, 또한 현상의 연구를 하는 집단으로 도시의 이름을 알리는 중이다. 그러니 다방면으로 관련 활동이 필요한 상태지.
Limbus Company is building a reputation as professional distortion prevention and control company that doubles as research center for the distortion phenomena, which means that we need to produce real results in more ways than one, that is.
뒤틀림 현상이라는 게 꽤나 골치 아픈 상황이라고 들었던 것 같긴 하네요.
They hear that this epidemic of distortion phenomena can be pretty annoying to deal with.
아직도 이 현상을 누가 명확하게 정의한 적이 없다. 그러니 전담하기를 꺼리고.
No one has properly defined what these distortions truly are. This means that not many are willing to jump into dealing with this new phenomenon blind.
뒤틀림을 전담하는 협회가 발족하려는 동향이 있다고 들었지만 그건 어디까지나 협회. 림버스 컴퍼니는 기업 차원에서 그걸 다루려는 것이다.
We did hear that there are some are preparing to launch an association primarily dealing with distortions, but that's all it is, an association. We intend to deal with it on a corporate level.
그래서 그게 우리가 뒤틀림을 조져야 하는 이유가 되나?
Right, but how is that any of our business? What reason do we have to go out of our way to tussle with these distortions?
되지? 회사 가장 높은 곳에서 내린 명령이니까. 길바닥엔 그런 게 없었나 보지?
Here's how it's your business. The order came all the way from the top, the highest authority of a company. Don't they teach you how to follow orders in the slums?
안 되겠다. 그냥 오늘 머리 부수고
That's it. You're not leaving this bus alive.
관리자.
Manager? Carmen ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face me.
지금 이들에게 내가 대하고 있는 태도. 나아가서 회사에서 이들을 어떻게
My attitude towards your minions and your company's attitude towards them.
그건 결국 관리자의 선택과 지도에 따라 달라질 거다.
It all depends on the choices you make and your leadership. With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over.
하지만 뭐 선택은 자유니까.
At the end of the day, though, the choice is yours.
저들 말대로 원래 LCB의 임무인 황금가지만 고집해도 상관은 없다. 그런다고 너희 고기방패들이 회사에서 쫓겨나게 되진 않겠지.
If your men aren't completely wrong, if you like to solely focus on the primary mission, the golden bowls, then fine. It's not like the company is gonna kick you and your meatshirts out.
물론 그 선택이 수감자들의 처우를 결정하겠지만.
But do understand that the company's treatment of the sinners may change depending on what you do here. Virgilius listened quietly, his eyes shut.
그럼 가보겠습니다. 붉은 시선. 다음에 또 보죠.
Right then. Now then. Red Gaze, I'll be taking my leave now. Until next time.
그러시지. 하지만 그때 또 본다면
Fine.
말은 좀
But next time, I prefer if you watch your language.
이렇게 보여도 내가 당신이 말한 이 고기 방패들 겔잡이라서 말이야.
These meat shields are still under my guidance.
거슬리진 않게.
So try not to disturb me as well, huh?
뭐 그건 관리자에게 달려 있겠죠.
Well, that depends on what the manager does, doesn't it?
그럼
Excuse me. She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind.
갔냐? 그 재수없는
Is she gone? Bloody prick. After a brief moment of quiet, everyone begins sighing and complaining as though they've been gagged.
가만히 있는 것도 꽤 힘든 일이네.
Almost was a bad vessel listening to all that. I thought I'd soften my temper with age. Still, good work keeping things non-violent, guys.
하지만 틀린 말을 하지는
Don't
않으시던데요?
think you said anything wrong, though.
숨은 의도를 간파해야 할 필요는 없으니 생각 정리가 편리했던 것 또한 사실이다.
I found the manner of speech quite convenient. There was no need to unnecessarily read between the lines. I had little trouble understanding her and organizing my thoughts accordingly.
뭐 그렇게 생각할 수도 있는.
I guess that's one way of looking at things.
아무튼 그 인간 말 맞다나 회사가 시키는 일은 또 할 수밖에 없는 거고요.
Anyway, she's right that we don't really have much say in the matter. If the company asks us to do our job, we do our jobs.
명령을 수행하는데 특별히 첨언할 말도 없군.
I don't have anything to add myself. I have no issues following orders. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. Not much of a note was in there. One old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork. And... huh? Mission location. Yongjing Building.
출발하지, 카론.
Let's go, Karo.
용진
Yongjing.
마치 베르 좋아 감이 온다.
Right, that. Got it. I'm feeling it. Bzz, bzz.
출발.
Here we go. Vroom vroom. Judging by the lack of surprise, both Karon and Virgilius already knew where to go. And the bus took off. The filter looks so weird here.
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다.
Yeah, there's Faust, baby!
수행하는데 일조하였으니
I think I'm calling early today. I'm not feeling it. Alright, guys. See you later. Bye bye.